I've known both of you for quite a long time, and when I think of both of you, I think of people who are very passionate and excited about the work you do. When I see you, typically seem to have smiles and a lot of energy. I'd like to start with maybe what got you involved in aerospace, and I'll start with Bobby. What is it, and when did you know that you wanted to be involved in this business?
Well, for me, it was pretty simple. It was a visit to the Goddard Space Flight Center as a boy. One of my neighbors brought me to Goddard, and it happened to be the day of the Viking 1 landing. And to this day, I can still remember that trip to Goddard. And you know, it wasn't so much the science of Viking, which was tremendous, or even the engineering. But what got me hooked was all the people that had devoted their lives to that mission, to make that mission successful, and to watch them all jump up and down with excitement when that lander hit the soil safely for the first time. I was hooked on engineering right there, and it led me in that direction through high school and college, and then ultimately back to NASA.
So the challenge of the work and the outcomes of what take place there.
The challenge, the camaraderie, the requirements for a team to actually work together. This was an accomplishment that no single person could have done on their own. And that was, the kind of thing I wanted to be involved with.
And Steve, I know your background educationally went to Embry-Riddle and University of Central Florida. What is it that got you excited about the career you ended up pursuing?
Well, actually, let's see. When I went to Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University to learn how to fly jets, right? To learn how to fly airplanes, but quickly learned that I was more interested in how they worked and the high energy systems that were associated with them more than operating them. And so I switched to engineering very quickly in my educational career and went into aeronautical engineering, and I loved everything about airplanes. And it wasn't until walking across from the engineering building to the university center, I recall the day that we lost the Challenger. And I was walking and I saw the plume from the launch, and there it separated into pieces, and you could see the multiple plumes going up. And at that point, I walked over to the university center, and they were talking about the Challenger and whether or not the orbiter was going to fly through it. I knew at that moment that my destiny or my career was going to cross with NASA, and I was enamored with NASA ever since, and began a career right after I graduated, essentially.
Right.